Hello viewers, welcome to May-June 2021 WAEC, also known as WASSCE, past questions and detailed solution. General Mathematics, Mathematics Core, Paper 2, Part 1. This part contains 5 questions, 1 to 5, and you are expected to answer all questions in this part. Solution to 5 questions in one video. Question 1A. Mr. Safford borrowed $25,000 from Afiak Financial Services at 21% simple interest per annum for 3 years. If he was able to pay back the loan in 2 years at equal yearly installments, how much did he pay each year? That is the amount. So you are asked to find the amount he paid each year. And you know amount is principal plus interest. So we need to get the interest since the principal was the amount borrowed. So from the question, the principal is $25,000. The rate is 21% and the time is 3 years. Interest is P ROT over 100. That is 25,000 times 21 times 3 over 100, and that simplifies to $15,750. Amount paid back is equal to principal plus interest. Principal is 25,000 plus interest 15,750. If you add together, you have $40,750. Amount he paid per year, since he was able to pay the loan in 2 years at equal yearly installment, the amount he paid per year is dividing total amount by 2. That is $40,750 divided by 2, and that gives $20,375. Question 1B. Two consecutive numbers are such that the sum of thrice the smaller and twice the larger is 17. Find correct to 3SF the smaller number as a percentage of the sum of the two numbers. Solution. Consecutive numbers, they are numbers that follow natural order. For instance, numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Because you cannot tell whether the first number is 2, the second is 3, or the first number is 10, the second is 11, you have to assume them in terms of variable. So let the smaller number be S and the larger be S plus 1. What it means is that if, for example, the first number is 3, the second will be 4. Or the first number is 6, the second will be 7. So the smaller is S, the larger is S plus 1. From the question, thrice the smaller, that is 3 times the smaller, 3S is equal to twice the larger, that is 2 multiplying S plus 1. So the sum, you add it together and it is equal to 17. If you open the bracket, you have 3s plus 2s plus 2 equal to 17. 3s plus 2s is 5s. If you transfer plus 2 to the right hand side, you have 17 minus 2, and 5s is equal to 15. Divide through by 5, s is equal to 3. So therefore, the smaller number is 3 and the larger is 4. But you are asked to express the smaller number as a percentage of the sum of the two numbers. So the smaller number is 3. The sum of the two numbers is 7. In terms of percentage of the smaller number to the sum of the two numbers, you have 3 over 7 times 100, and that simplifies to 42.857. To 3SF, you have 42.9%. Question 2. A man left town M at 10 a.m. and traveled by car to town N at an average speed of 72 kilometers per hour. He spent 2 hours for a meeting and returned to town M by bus at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. If the distance covered by the bus was 2 kilometers longer than that of the car and arrived at town M at 1:55 p.m., calculate the distance from M to N. Solution. This question is not direct at all, so you have to listen attentively. Now we have two journey, the going and the coming back, and the meeting that the man attended for about 2 hours. So the average speed from town M to N is 72 kilometers per hour at 10 a.m. by car. So with this, the man arrived at town N. Time for meeting is 2 hours. Average speed back, that is from N to M, is 40 kilometers per hour at 1:55 p.m. by bus. Now let's get the distance. Distance by car is unknown, but distance by bus is 2 kilometers longer. 2 kilometers longer than that of the car. So if we assume the distance by car to be s kilometers, it therefore means that the distance by bus is 2 plus s kilometers. The time taken by car, let that time be t sub 1, and the time by bus be t sub 2. So the time for the whole journey is 10 a.m. to 1:55 p.m. minus the time, the 2 hours spent in that meeting. Now from 10 to 1:55 p.m. is about 3 hours 45 minutes. 3 hours 55 minutes minus 2 hours, and that is 1 hour 55 minutes. If you convert minute to hour, it means you divide it by 60. If you reduce, you have this, and if you convert to improper fraction, you have 23/12 hours. as the time, total time for the whole journey. That is the first journey by car and the second, the coming back by bus. From average speed formula, time can be expressed as t equal to distance over speed, because we know the entire time for the journey. We know the speed, but the distance is unknown. So using the information about the time and speed, we can get distance. It follows that the traveling of the man, the time t sub 1 is equal to the distance is s over speed 72, and the coming back, the time is t sub 2, the distance is 2 plus s over speed 40. So if you add the two times, that is t1 plus t2, what we have there is 23 over 12. So t1 is equal to this and t2 is equal to this. So t1 plus t2 gives this, equal to the value of t1 plus t2, and that is 23 over 12. Let's clear the fractions by the LCM of the denominators, which is 360. So if you multiply s over 72 by 360, you have 5 remaining. 5 times s is 5s. You multiply the second term by 360, you have 9 times 2 plus s, and you multiply the right hand side by 360, you have 30 times 23. If you open the bracket and multiply, you have this result. So let's add and collect like terms. 5s plus 9s, you have 14s, equal to 690 minus 18, and you have 14s equal to 672. To get s, divide both sides by 14, and if you do that, you have s to be equal to 48 kilometers. So the distance from M to N is 48 kilometers. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are watching and viewing from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for more updates from time to time. Like and share PSM videos. If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates from time to time. Share PSM videos. Question 3. The points S, Y, and Z are located such that Y is 15 kilometers south of S and Z is 20 kilometers from S on a bearing of 270 degrees. Calculate correct to A part of the question 2SF, the side YZ. B, the nearest degree, the bearing of Y from Z. Solution. Looking at the question carefully, you observe that Y is south of S and Z is from S, and the bearing is 270. So this is the best position for S, so that south of S is down. That is where Y is located, and the distance is 15 kilometers. Now from S, the bearing of Z is 270 degrees. That is, from the first quadrant you have 90, second quadrant you have 180, The third one is 2/7, that is clockwise direction. So Z is in the west of S, and the distance there is 20 kilometers. The third quadrant in S, the angle there is 90 degrees. So you are asked to find YZ, that is this side. So this side is facing 90 degrees, so it becomes hypotenuse. Then we have opposite adjacent. Therefore means that triangle YSZ is a right angle triangle, and we can find YZ using Pythagoras rule. So you have YZ squared, the longest side, is equal to sum of squares on the other side, that is SZ squared plus SY squared. So YZ squared is equal to 20 squared for SZ plus 15 squared for SY, and that is 400 plus 225. If you add, you have 625. To get YZ, you take the square root of both sides, and YZ is 25 kilometers. B part of the question should find the bearing of Y from Z. So you go to Z. The bearing used here is 3-digit bearing, and in that bearing you always lay emphasis on the north. So all movement start from the north in 3-digit bearing. So you start from the north till you get to that line that connects Z and Y together. This is the point you have here. So we are interested in the whole of this angle. Already the first quadrant there is 90, so you just need theta. When you add both, you get the bearing of Y from Z. So the bearing of Y from Z is 90 degrees plus theta. Already a triangle there is a right angle triangle, so we can get theta by using tangent, because you have 15 as opposite and 20 is adjacent. So tan theta is equal to 15 over 20, and that is 0.75. To get theta, you take the inverse of tangent of 0.75, and that is 36.87 degrees. Therefore, bearing of Y from Z is equal to 90 degrees plus 36.87 degrees. To the nearest degree, we must consider 126. The next digit is 8 and it's more than 5. You round it up to 1 and you add it to 126. You have 127 degrees as the bearing of Y from Z. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are viewing and watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, like and share PSM videos. If you are viewing and watching from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos. Question 4. In the diagram, AD is a diameter of a circle with center O. If ABD is a triangle in a semicircle and angle OAB equal to 34 degrees, find A part of the question, angle OBD, B part of the question, angle OCB. Let us take the solution. A part of the question, you have to find angle OBD. That is this angle. The question stated that AD is a diameter. For that reason, AO and OB are radii. That means triangle AOB is isosceles triangle, so the base angles are equal. So this angle is 34 degrees. You can see that here. And again, because AD is a diameter, the whole of this angle is 90 degrees. Angle in a semicircle, that is what you have here. Now, you know this angle as 34 degrees. The whole of this angle is 90. So this remaining angle becomes 90 degrees minus 34 degrees. That is what you have here, and this is the subtraction, and you have 56 degrees. 90 degrees minus 34, and you have 56 degrees. B part, you have to find this angle. Now let's look at triangle OBD. You have three angles in that triangle. BOC, that is this angle here. You have OBC, the whole of this angle, and OCB. If you add up, the sum is 180 degrees. Now let's get the first one, angle BOC. BOC is angle at center, and angle at center is twice angle at circumference. 34, this angle is angle at circumference, so angle BOC is equal to 2 times angle OAB. So BOC is 2 times 34 degrees, and that is 68 degrees. Now BC is a tangent, so the whole of this angle, because OB is a radius, when a radius and a tangent comes in contact, the angle formed is 90 degrees. So the whole of this angle is 90 degrees, radius perpendicular to a tangent. So we know the first two angles. We cannot get the third angles. The third angle, it follows that 68 degrees plus 90 degrees plus angle OCB is equal to 180 degrees. So you have 158 degrees plus angle OCB equal to 180 degrees. Collect like terms, you have angle OCB is equal to 180 degrees minus 158 degrees, and that is 22 degrees. Petakus Simplified Maths. If you are watching and viewing from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos. Question 5. A man shared his property among his children as follows. You have child's name, percentage share, and 5%, Afia 15%, Kojo 10%, Nuno 45%, Akoswa 25%. A part of the question represents the information on a pie chart. In order to draw the pie chart, we need to convert the percentage share to degree equivalent. To do that, you need to get the total percentage share. That is simply adding all together. 5 plus 15, you have 20. 20 plus 10, you have 30. 30 plus 45, you have 75. Plus 25, you have 100. So you divide each percentage share by total percentage and multiply it by the total angles in a circle, and that is 360 degrees. If you do that, and becomes 18%, Afia is 54%, Kojo is 36%, Nuno 162%, and Akosua 90%. In the same vein, if you add up all the sectorial angles, you should have 360 degrees. To draw the pie chart accurately, use a pair of compass to draw the circle so that the pointer will mark the center of the circle accurately for you. Then you put your ruler at the center, then draw a radius to the circumference. Now, because one of the angles is 90 degrees, let's start with it. So you put your protractor at the center, you are just it very well. No, you have 0 there, so the 0 should fall at this edge. Then the center, that hole in the protractor, should be at the center. Then you measure 90 degrees up. That is for Kosa. Then you can follow it up by an 80%. Then the protractor, you adjust it again. So you put the 0 here and the center at this point, you measure 18 degrees. You don't leave the protractor at one point, you keep on adjusting it. You rotate it round until you've measured all the angles. So for Afia, you have Afia is 54, Kojo is 36, and the remaining one is for Nuno, 162 degrees. So this is the pie chart representation of the man's children. Question 5b. A box contains 5 red, 3 green, and 4 blue identical beads. Calculate the probability that a girl takes away 2 red beads, one after the other, from the box. So you have the required probability that the first is red and the second is also red. That shows multiplication rule of probability. Now, this question did state whether it is with replacement or without replacement. In such a case, the default to use is without replacement. If no condition is stated and you are picking or drawing 2 or more items at a time, the default you use is without replacement, and in that the total is always affected. Now the total beads you have, they are 12. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So before the first drawing or taking, you have 5 red beads over the total is 12. Now, before the second red is drawn, it is assumed that no replacement was done. So the total of red has reduced to 4 because 1 has been removed and 12 has become 11. So the second bead is 4 over 11. The probability that the second bead is also red. You can divide 4 and 12 by 4 and you have 3 remaining here. So 5 times 1 here is 5. 3 times 11 is 33. That is the required probability. To end this paper, there is every need for you to be saved if you are not. You just have to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ and confess him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, congratulations, live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself, stay out of trouble, study your books, do the needful at all times, flee every appearance of evil, don't defraud others to make money, use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye and stay tuned.